Ugh.
I wonder if they make devices that turn lights on and off when you pound a crag evil.
A gavel.
Gavel? What am I talking about?
Nobody knows. Nobody knows.
I almost forgot we were on trial here.
Jesus Christ. This judge really is like going through some stuff in this one. Don't scowl at me. I had nothing whatever to do with your forgetfulness. If anything, blame Butz or Pain.
Anyway, Mr. Butz, please testify to the court what you witnessed that day. What happened when you went to the victim's apartment?
Sure thing, Gramps. What I saw. Oh boy, I can't wait to testify. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Right, so the victim was my girlfriend, Cindy. I don't know what she saw in me, but goddammit, she was my girlfriend. I actually went to see her earlier that day. We hung out for a while, did typical boyfriend-girlfriend stuff. You know, like hold hands and sorry, getting a little too deep there. But unfortunately, I eventually had to leave. I went to my car and I was about to head on out when I found I had left my keys in the apartment. When I got back though, I found the door partly open and I heard noises inside. I looked inside and saw that beast bash Cindy over the head with the statue, killing her. I quickly made him drop the weapon, and then called the police so they could come get this creep. If only I hadn't left, maybe Cindy would still be alive. God, I thought that testimony would never end. Actually, Mr. Butz, I have a few questions for you, now that you're here. The defendant claims you pointed a gun at him in order to keep him there while waiting for the police. For the last 15 years, it's been most difficult for anyone not in law enforcement to obtain a gun. How then, pray tell, did you manage to come by one? Oh, that. Yeah, I didn't actually have a gun. I was holding a G1 Megatron.
G1 Megatron? Is that some kind of car engine?
Actually, yeah, look at my muscles. I can hold a car engine. It's an action figure that shapeshifts to look like a gun. Totally had that creep fooled. What the hell? Are you nuts? The guy just murdered your girlfriend. What if he could see the gun was fake?
Mr. Brain, that's a point. You could have gotten yourself killed.
As insane as this tactic sounds, I can attest to its efficacy. As I recall, the witness had taken that toy to school with him on several occasions. All was well until it took on the shape of a gun. I shall not regale you with tales of my father asking me why my school was fraught with policemen. Good Lord. See? I had nothing to worry about.
Oh. Ask me what I make of his testimony, and I'll take over the case.
Okay, Grandma, geez, I won't ask you to help. Good Lord. Is it nap time or something? That was not what I was trying to say. All right, maybe it was, but just as part of a friendly conversation, I swear. I love you, Grandma.
If the defense has no more questions about the gun, it may now begin its cross-examination.
All right, cross-examination, my favorite. Oh, yeah. Yeah, went to see her earlier, hung out for a while. What does this mean? What is typical boyfriend-girlfriend stuff? Tell us about the birds and the bees and the butts. Define typical boyfriend-girlfriend stuff. Do you really want to know? On second thought, don't answer that question. Oh, it might be important, but too bad, because I'm going to tell you anyway. Jesus Christ. We watched a movie and had lunch, and I gave her my credit card, and she put me in debt, and it's great because we love each other. Not as bad as I feared, but still, too much information. Although, I suppose it's my own fault for asking the question in the first place. Unfortunately, I eventually had to leave. What did you have to leave for? I legitimately don't know what to press in this.
Yeah.
Give the court an approximation of the time you left. A little after 4 p.m., maybe? Hard to say. Interesting. Okay, that's it. All right.
Hold it!
I find it strange that a killer would leave the door open to a crime scene he hasn't left yet. Believe it or not, I'm walking on air. I mean, that's what he did. I couldn't begin to tell you why. If we assume everything Saw It said was the gospel truth, it would certainly provide an explanation for the open door. But conjecture won't help me in here. I need cold, hard evidence.
Oh my god.
Good lord. Okay.
Yeah, press this.
Press this one. Okay. If that's the case, why didn't you put a stop to this?
Ugh, it all happened so fast, I wasn't able to stop him in time. So I ended up having to take him down after he clocked her.
Okay.
Oh, I thought it would have said, like, who? Like, who? Was it the guy?
Yeah, right. Like, I don't know what you're talking about. Sure. How did you do this? I am assuming he allegedly dropped the statue because you pointed that toy gun at him.
It's not a toy, it's an action figure. Other than that, yeah, that's what happened.
Figures. Butz forgets his keys, but remembers to bring his toy with him. God help me. That's a good line. And why did you immediately call the police? If it were me, my first thought would be to call an ambulance.
I wasn't thinking straight at the time. I just saw Cindy brutally murdered. Give me a break.
This is kind of hard. If only I hadn't left, maybe Cindy would still be alive. Something's off. It would probably be best if I review everything. You aren't asking me for help. Yeah. Raise the question who added the starch of his undergarments. What? I don't even know what that line was, but okay. I'm going to scroll down and look at the evidence really quick. So, autopsy, loss of blood due to blunt trauma. We got the Thinker statue. Alleged knife, supposedly saw it at the crime scene. My attorney's badge, Yahoo, our favorite.
Maybe there's more to press. I don't know.
Possibly. What did I not press?
You didn't press
The
this,
keys?
I think.
Yeah, okay.
Hold it!
Hold it. How far away from this apartment would you say you parked?
Well, the parking lot was a little crowded that day, so I'd say about 5 minutes away. So, about a 10-minute walk, round trip.
That would certainly leave enough time for someone to enter the apartment in his absence. Continue, please. Okay, we have to present
God.
something, I think. Heard noises. Did we press?
Yeah, we did press, but maybe we present a profile?
Yeah, we could try. I'm gonna go ahead and save really quick and make sure
Maybe
that I
if we
don't clear
present-
cookies at any point.
Maybe if we present... I don't know. Yeah.
We could present Frank, I guess.
Yeah.
All right, present.
I don't think so, but...
Yeah, we can try.
Objection!
Okay, yeah, that wasn't it. Dang it. Boop. Boop. Load me. Man, this is a tedious setup here. Okay. Okay. Quickly made him drop the weapon. Okay, we
The
established
weapon, maybe?
how we hadn't... Okay. Maybe?
Wait, drop the weapon, like, he didn't have a weapon, though.
Well, I thought didn't he have the statue? Fingerprints and blood have been wiped off.
Not Frank saw it. Because that's who he saw, right?
Oh, well, yeah. Quickly made him drop the weapon. Well, I thought he was saying he quickly made Saw It drop the weapon that he killed Cindy
But-
with.
But, I mean, is Frank saw it the murderer?
Well, that's what the prosecution is alleging. Yeah. He's the-
You could try to present the statue here, maybe? Or the knife? I don't know. I have no idea.
Yeah, the statue and the knife, I was thinking the same thing, so let's just try these. See what happens. Okay, it was the statue.
Yeah.
Let me see if I have this correct. You say you saw the killer bash the victim over the head. And then you immediately made him drop the... Oh, the statue probably would have broke when he dropped it, huh? Darn right.
Maybe.
I'm sorry, but there's something here that I'm not following. If the killer dropped the murder weapon immediately after committing the crime, explain how he found the time to wipe his fingerprints from the murder weapon. Oh, that makes sense.
He didn't need time. He was wearing gloves. I would think that explains things adequately enough.
As would I. What about you, Mr. Edgeworth? Does the killer wearing gloves change anything?
If the killer wore gloves, would that invalidate my objection? Probably not, right?
That's probably still a problem.
No, the contradiction has not been explained. Even if the killer was wearing gloves, it doesn't explain how he found time to wipe the blood off the statue. Oh, that's true, too. What the heck sprite was that? I've never seen that before. Dude, maybe Larry is the murderer.
The defense has raised an excellent point, Mr. Butz. What do you have to say for yourself?
Yeah, it was an honest mistake. I can explain.
Here we go. These new sprites make me think that Larry did actually kill her. It's weird.
No.
I know I remembered seeing the killing blow. I must have gone into shock after seeing Cindy murdered like that. That creep could have walked right up to me and I wouldn't have noticed. He must have finished wiping the fingerprints and blood off the statue before I snapped out of it. That's it. That's gotta be the explanation.
Oh boy. Alright.
I believe that actually explains things quite adequately. However, the defense is entitled to a cross-examination. You may proceed, Mr. Edgeworth. Miles.
What's wrong, grandmother?
This testimony, I don't think you'll be able to find anything to attack here.
What if I press him for more information?
By all means do so, but I doubt there will be anything more to find.
The heck? So Von Karma's just telling me to give up? Alright. Okay, well, let's just keep doing this then. That's impossible. We established there wasn't enough time for the alleged killer to clean the statue. How do you account for the gap between the killing blow and the time when you held up Mr. Solid?
As much as I hate to admit it, I must have gone into shock after seeing Cindy murdered like that, okay?
Just press all of it. Surely you must be joking.
Yeah.
How can we be expected to believe that without any proof?
Objection! That man had just seen his girlfriend lying dead on the floor, you heartless bastard! It was a traumatic experience which caused him to go into shock. It's not only completely plausible, it's entirely probable that something like this would happen. And your line of questioning is only traumatizing him further, so knock it off!
Knock it off! You aren't going to like hearing this, but Payne is right.
But doesn't this explanation sound a little too convenient?
Maybe so, but short of an additional eyewitness, you don't have any way of proving that.
So what do we do? Just like go to the end of the testimony?
Maybe?
Okay.
It looks like as if I was right. There are no contradictions to be seen here.
None whatsoever?
None, I'm afraid. At this point, the only course of action is to get every possible drop of information out of him. Which, to be honest, I would have figured you would have already done that by now.
Okay, alright, fine. Jesus. Perhaps there's still a few statements I haven't looked into. Okay, so it is press
Yeah, you need to
everything.
press everything.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Let's Start Project.